Hi, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and this is a very special video that I made just for subscribers to my newsletter. I wanted to say thank you for subscribing, and this is kind of like a little gift, and what it is I'm going to show you some of the projects I got coming up, and some of them are really exciting. I'm really looking forward to doing these projects. So thank you for subscribing to my newsletter. I'm not selling anything. I'm just making a lot of projects and having a lot of fun, and I hope you have a lot of fun too. And remember, if you get ideas for projects, send them along to me. Here's the first thing. A lot of people who come to my website like dioramas and do diorama stuff, and that's one of my main uh, subjects. And you may be familiar with this little wall diorama I have here. It's woman warriors inside a little dungeon, and there's some orcs. Um, that's a nice little diorama I have there. But I'm actually going to be starting this month. I'm going to be starting a new one. Right, and it's this big. So, this is going to be a fantastic wall diorama, almost a centerpiece in this room. And it's going to have some above ground stuff, maybe about like this, and a lot of underground stuff, including some battles and a dragon's lair, of course, with plenty of treasure. So this is a very extensive diorama I'm going to be making here to mount on the wall. And of course, I'll be making videos of it along the way, so you can do one too. It doesn't have to be this extensive, but this is going to be a lot of fun and very interesting to look at, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's diorama stuff. Okay, also coming up soon on my website, some projects are more paper mache projects. I've been really doing a lot of paper mache lately. I'm really enjoying it because it's very easy. Some flour and some water and you're off to the races. You can do almost anything. And if you follow my YouTube channel, you know I made a paper mache watermelon and had some fun with that. And you might want to, if you haven't seen that video, it's called The Katana and the Watermelon, so you may want to check that out. But I've already made a paper mache dragon piñata, which you may have seen. I'm going to be making more piñatas with paper mache. This one's going to be a watermelon, and I also may turn it into a little piggy uh, piñata. So in paper mache, I have a big project that I am currently drawing out the sketches for. It's going to be a life-size man battling a dragon. Now the man will be life-size, the dragon won't. I don't have the room for that. The dragon will be bigger than the man, but not as big as a real dragon. So that's going to be a long-term project. I'll be starting pretty soon, and I'll have tutorials that will keep you informed on how that goes, and you can see it in videos and how I do that project. That's a big sculpture. I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. So paper mache is a big thing. I'm going to do a lot of paper mache things coming up. Sculpting miniatures. Now you like miniatures and fantasy miniatures. I have a whole series of tutorials, and this is a miniature that I'm making. It's almost done. I got a lot more coming, so if you want to make miniatures or you're interested in that kind of a thing, you know, I got plenty more coming, and I will show you a close-up of that. Subject that I do a lot of is terrariums. A lot of people come to my website for terrariums, and if you're interested in terrariums, there's a new project that I'm going to be doing. I have ongoing terrarium projects that I do, but I found these light bulbs and I love them. They're really quite nice. They're unfrosted, clear light bulbs. They're like a vanity bulb that you put in a vanity. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out all of the filament and just the top part of this, and then I'm going to make a terrarium right inside here. So some pebbles and some soil and then some plants, and that'll be beautiful. I really think that's a great idea. And I may actually use some electrical equipment to make some kind of a fixture for this. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's an upcoming project. I got a bunch of them. So keep track on my website if you like terrarium stuff and to see how this comes along. That'll be a tutorial. Okay, I'm going to show you one more project here that I'm working on that I'll be posting to my website pretty soon. It's a wood carving tutorial, and it's kind of nice. I have this dagger. If you follow my blog, you know I got this dagger. It's very Turkish. I love the wavy blade called a kris. And just for fun, I thought I'd make a smaller version out of wood. So I've carved this all out of wood and painted it, and it came out really nice. And I'll show you tricks and techniques on how to do this and how to make the sheath. See, so it has a nice little sheath. And that's a fun little project of wood carving. So I'm going to be doing more wood carving projects. That one's up next. And so let me tell you about a couple more projects that I have going. Volcanoes are big on my site. I have 2 more volcano projects going. I've already ordered some of the materials. I'm going to be doing a fast, easy 10-minute volcano. Something that if you don't have a whole lot of time, you want to put together a volcano, I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. And then I have what I call the Uber volcano. I've ordered some materials and stuff, and I'm going to make a volcano like nobody's ever made before. It won't be unusually large, but it's going to be unusually active in the things that happen. So you might want to watch out for that volcano, because that's going to be spectacular. Here's another project that I got coming up very soon on the website. There's a grandfather clock that I inherited. It's kind of nice. It's handmade. Nothing really spectacular, but I really like it. It took me a while. It wasn't working. It took me a while to get it working, but I got it working perfectly now. It keeps great time. Everything's working. I have to take it apart and put some work into it. What I am going to do, though, is make this kind of special. I'm going to take this faceplate out, which I've already done a couple of times, and I'm going to paint or draw or carve a new faceplate and put that right in there. And that'll be an interesting project for those of you that like clocks and grandfather clocks. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do some kind of a dragon theme. So I may either carve a dragon or paint some kind of a dragon or some kind of an epic fantasy heroic scene in there. Not too ostentatious. I want it to still have the feel of the clock, but that's going to be a fun project. And I'll show you all along the way the steps I do when I take it apart and I put it back together, and that'll be fun. One last project I'd like to talk about is, if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know that my cat Ditto loves to sleep on my dioramas and claim them as his own, as you can see here and here. So what I've decided to do is, maybe to get him off my dioramas, is I'm going to make him his own diorama. I'm going to make him a nice castle with landscaping inside, so hopefully he'll find that as his new home and leave my dioramas alone. That'll be a fun project coming up. Okay, so this is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for subscribing to my newsletter and visiting my website. I got lots more projects coming. I got a whole list of all kinds of different projects, including more weapons projects and cardboard weapons and armor projects. So, have fun, and if you have ideas, send them to me. Thanks.